Right, students, good evening. Students who are in the online, am I audible to you? So coming to the point back to the topic, I hope we already aware of it. In the last part of the class, we discussed about types of arguments and parameters. Types of arguments and parameters we explained. Today we are talking about global variables, local variables, we'll talk about it. Global and local variables we'll talk. Easy, not a difficult. Let's start the discussion about global variables and local variables. I will explain. Try to follow me carefully. There we'll understand what is the global variable, what is the local variable, those kind of things we'll get it. What do you mean by local variable? You tell me. You already aware of it, which are used inside the function body, and we cannot access those kind of things anywhere else outside of the function. Every local variable to be accessed inside the corresponding function body only, but not possible to access in other part of the program. Now we are going to discuss about global variable. Easy, not a difficult. Let us take the code, students. Now I'm going to take it, others, and coming to the Python. You can also execute the same program even in PyCharm also. Right. Program for demonstrating local and what? Global variables. Local and global variables we are going to discuss. Let's start discussing about program for demonstrating local and global variables. There I am taking something like this. Look at DEF something like learn ML machine learning. So there I am writing sub1 is equal to ML. Next I am writing language is equal to Python. Language is equal to Python. So there I am trying to write it. Follow me. Print of. I am saying that. Here I am saying. Here to develop which applications? To develop ML programs. We use Python language. Dot format of sub1 comma lang. I am writing sub1 comma lang. Are you following me? Right. Similarly, I will write it one more thing. Learn deep learning, DL. Sub2 is equal to DL. Lang is equal to Python. To develop Python program, we use to develop DL programs. To develop ML programs and DL programs, we use Python language. Careful, students. We use sub2. I am writing sub2. I am using like this. Now I am writing main program. Coming to the main program now. Main program I am going to take it. What I am taking there? Learn ML, learn DL. Now I am calling function name learn ML. I am taking learn ML. What I am going to do? Learn DL. So this is natural. Nothing is difficult in this area. So execute global, local, variable example1.py. Local global variable example1.py. Save this now. Go to the functions now. Try to save it. Coming to the command prompt, students. Here I am going to write it. D:, say here, Python. And there is called what 6 p.m. CD functions here. CD functions. Now, today one more incident in 4 o'clock. One student came today. He is doing BA, Bachelor of Arts, Literature in Telugu. Literature in Telugu is doing. BA, Literature in Telugu. And he is a Telugu Pandit. He came to this class to learn Python. He sat for a few minutes. He is unable to get me. And he is going. I asked, what is happening? Sir, I thought you are explaining in Telugu. He came to the class to explain in Telugu. So how can I expect? Sir, I am a BA Literature in Telugu. So I want in Telugu, Python in Telugu. So that type of students also coming these days, because after coronavirus, people mindset changed. So Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, Chinese, like that they are expecting. So coming to the point back. Now, learn ML, learn DL. Execute this code. PY. Here I am writing. Answer is what? To develop ML programs, we use Python language. To learn DL programs, we use Python language. Getting my point? Yes. Moreover, finally, another type of thing I am going to take it. Next, I am going to, Surya is expecting, what advice you have given, sir, to that Telugu Pandit? I did not say anything. My mind was blank when he said that answer. What advice I can give? No advices are there in that. Zero advice is there. Surya. Now let us coming to this, carefully observe it. In both of them, in learn ML, subject is ML, okay. Next in learn DL, subject 2 is what? DL. In both the functions, what is the common value? So I took it separate here. I took it separate here. I took it separate here. Later I took it separate here. What did you understand with this discussion? With this complete discussion, what did you understand? In this program, what did you understand? There is a common value called what? Lang. There is a specific value called what? Sub1, sub2. So common value for one function or two functions. That time, if any value is common for multiple different function calls, then that type of value to be taken how many times? One time only. Taking two times is a waste of memory space or not? How many times you would like to take? One time. How do you take it? How do you take it? Remove that. You may ask a question, sir, take default value. If I take default value, what is happening? It's also time waste, right or not? Default value to be taken when? Default value to be taken when, students? Default value to be taken what? When there is a common value for the same function call. But this is a common value for multiple function calls. Answer you will get same only. But the performance is required. Accuracy is required. That's why we'll go for what? Lang is equal to Python, don't write it. Lang is equal to Python, don't write it here two times. Write what? One time only you write it. Where I will write it? See that. Lang is equal to what? Python. Before all the functions I wrote it. So this is known as which variable? Global variable. Global variable it is called. Lang is equal to Python, global variable. Learn ML, subject is equal to, done. Learn DL, subject to 2 is equal to learn this kind of thing. Are you able to follow? Now you execute. Now what is happening? Same answer. Earlier also same answer, this also same answer, this also same answer. Which one is having more performance? Which one is having more performance? So third one, this execution is important. So how many times I taken it? One time. And before the definition of the functions, I took it and then I am calling. Is it the best one or not? So I need not to take. Suppose lang I want to use, for example, lang I want to use, for example, 50 times, students. Will you write 50 times in every function now? Is it not waste of time? I would like to write how many times? Only one time I want to write it. To write one time. Stand up. ఇది నా క్లాసే దొరికిందా నిద్రపోవడానికి? ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే సో చూస్తా ఉంటే నాకే అనిపిస్తుంది ఒక్కోసారి I am feeling myself. How you are there outside and come here. ఇక్కడ కూర్చోలేమంటే పైన వచ్చి sit on the dais. Sit here. So here, coming to the point of it. మళ్ళీ నిద్రపోతావా? So if I announce in online people are also feeling, see that waste of time they are saying. And sleeping like anything. Now coming to the point of it, learn ML, learn DL. And what is this is called which variable? Sub1 and sub2 are called local variable. Can I access sub1 here? Print of what here? Sub2 I am writing. Sub2 I am writing. Possible to access? No, it is an error. Try to run this code. Try to run this code. It is an error. Name sub2 is not defined. Is which line? Line number 7. Line number 7 error or not? So I'll write here can't access. Can't access. Because sub2 is local in where? Sub2 is local in which function? Learn DL. Sub2 is local in where? Learn DL. Now I'll access here. Print of what here? Sub1. Sub1. Is it accessible or not? Not possible to access. It is called what? Sub1 is not defined. So go to the place. Here also called what? Can't access. Can't access. Here I am writing like this. So can't access sub1 because it is a local in where? Learn ML. Learn ML. So go to the place. Now we are accessing it, right or not? Now, ultimately, global variable lang can be used in where? Both of them. Are you okay? Next. Let me go to the online students. Did you understand up to here? Now, go to the next variety of example. Another variety of example, I will go for it. Another variety of example I am taking. Global, local, variable example 2.py. Here I am writing global variable. Now I am asking a question. Here I am writing. Tell me, careful students. Here see, after my function is over, I took it global variable. Then learn DL, I written like this. Tell me where I can access, where I cannot access, and what is your opinion? Where I can access, where I cannot access. Entire rose late mirror, time wasted. Both of you are latecomers, creamy latecomers. I am only getting waste of my time. Stand backside. How much time you came late? 15 minutes. Stand backside if you want to listen the class. Otherwise, leave the session. Come on to the point. Learn ML and learn DL now. Learn DL. Learn DL and learn what? ML. So many times came late both of you. నేను చాలాసార్లు చూసాను నీగా చెప్పేది ఇప్పుడు ఆయన ఎట్లా లేటే ఇది ఆల్వేస్ లేట్ కమర్ ఓన్లీ ఇది a creamy late comer. I am not bothering about him. You also coming later. Sit down. So coming to the point of it, learn ML, learn DL. It's my time waste when I see such people in my class. Lang is equal to Python here. Execute. Where I can access, where I cannot access. You can access in learn. I cannot access in learn ML. Are you practicing programs? You can access in both the places. You can access in both the places. Not only everybody will think like that only. You cannot access here, you can access here. But actually, if you know the complete practicing, if you do, it will come to line number 3. It will know that function name. It will not execute. It will come to line number 8. Function definition will execute when you call it. What you are doing, you are entering inside and you are seeing that. Lack of practicing knowledge. Next, going to 10. Going to 10. It is also giving you what? Come on. It knows the function name. It comes to where? 15th line, 16th line it is coming. Then it is going to the 16th line. During this journey, it is coming to know the name of the variable or not. Then it will print the data. No problem at all. No problem at all. In both the places you can access it. Global variable example 2.py. It's not only you. Everybody will say that it is possible to access only in learn DL. But it is accessible in where? Learn ML also. Execute. See students. PY. See this now. We can access in both the places. Are you following? Now, one more example. One more online students. I hope you followed. Now coming to the next, I will go to this area. Now I am going to take it. Here I am writing in main program. Tell me where I can access. In both the places I can access. In both the places I can access. Why? It is coming to line number 3, coming to line number 8, coming to line number 8, coming to line number 14. After that line number 15, going to this place. And then what? Printing this data. After that, it is coming to where learn DL, it is coming. So in both the places Python, that means global variables to be defined before function calls. Before function definition, you can define, no issue. But to be defined where? Before function calls, that is a criteria. So let us execute this also. Let us execute this point also. Functions here, done. Execute now. PY. Say here, got the answer. Got the answer. Next is called what? Taking the next example. Coming to this point, I am writing here, last and final. I am writing here, global variable, after which function call? Learn ML. Now tell me where I can access, where I cannot access. 3, and then coming to 8, coming to where next? Learn 14 ML. It will go to where? It will go to this place. Now here what? Sub1 is equal to ML, and here printing sub1. In the journey of this, what is not available? Lang is there after calling. So it is called error. Getting my point? It's very important in MCQs level. MCQs and NASCAM test level, these are important. Let us run this now. Error will come. 4.py. See the error. See that error. 4.py. So go to the functions here. Say available. Py. Say now. You got. Come on, line number 5. Name lang is not defined. Name lang is not defined. You got this error. So it indicates what? This lang is not available here. Are you following me? So it is called what? In this, I'll keep a comment. Here I will write it. Here, lang, global variable lang can't be accessed in its body. Can't be accessed in its body. Why can't we access in its body? Because it was defined. Because it was defined after. It was defined after its function call. After its function call, it is defined. That's why we cannot access. I hope you are following me. It is defined after its function call, not before. Now that's why comment I kept. You can access in learn DL. You can access. Learn DL, we are able to access. Are you following me? So now I want to go for one more. Suppose if I define this also later, completely after, you cannot access anywhere else. Even line number 10 also error will come. Line number 10 also error will come. Here you see, line number 10 also error will come. Completely line number 10 also error. So that's why I'm defining one before and one after. So we cannot access this. I hope you are following me, students. So let's move forward. What is the global variable? When do you go for global variable? Tell me. When there is a value common for multiple different function calls. When there is a value common for multiple different function calls, then I will go for global variable. When there is a value common for same function call, I'll go for default value. When there is a common value for different function calls, I'll go for global. When there is a common value for different function calls, don't go for default. It's nothing but 2 times writing, no? When there is a value common for same function call for multiple times, then go for default. I hope you are following. Done. Online students, did you understand this global variable, students? Now I will take up, students, the concept of global variable here. So I would like to show you, instead of typing again, global variable, I will take it. Global variables, I will take it. So I will try to bring it, students. I'll try to put it in your place. Functions here. Functions here. Here I am writing it. Here I will open it. Here you see. Start reading now. All of you. Local variable. The variables used inside the function body are called local variables. The purpose of local variables is that to store temporary results. Syntax. DEF, function name, list of formal params if any, variable 1 value 1, variable 2 value 2, variable n value n. Here variable 1, variable 2, variable n are called local variables. Global variables I am talking. Global variables are those which are common values for different function calls. In other words, if the value is common for different function calls, then such a type of values must be taken as global variables. To access the global variables, then we must be defined before all function calls. Otherwise, we get name error. Getting? See, students, variable 1 value 1, variable 2 value 2, variable n value n. Function 2, function n. These are all called definitions. These are defined before. Here variable 1, variable 2, variable n are called what? Global variables. We can access them inside of what? Function 1, function 2, function n. Getting, students? This is called what? Global variables concept. Easy, not a difficult. Getting my point? Shall I go to next? Global variable concept is clear. Now I am going for introducing which keyword now? Global keyword I want to go for it. Global keyword I want to go for it. Start up? Yes. Simple. Let us close this area, students. Now I am going to introduce global keyword I want to go for it. Global keyword. Example I am going to discuss. Very interesting. Let us follow. Now I am going to see program for demonstrating which keyword? Global keyword. Global keyword. Now I am taking A is equal to 10. What did you understand? A is equal to 10 is what variable? Huh? What is that? Into float adi chinnappudu adi. A is equal to 10 is what variable? Global variable. Global variable. This is a 1947 story, don't tell. Whoever is wearing a clock and going for, don't say Gandhiji is. A is equal to 10 is called what? We are in functions. Any variable, if you take it, it is called what? Global variable. Now I am taking DEF, update 1 or increment 1, INCR 1. INCR 1, A is equal to A plus 1. A is equal to A plus 1. Come to main program. Come to main program. Tell me now. A is equal to 10. If you want, you can take there. If you want, you can take here also. Now say here, value of A in main function, in main program, value of A in main program is equal to, comma what? A. Then after that I am writing INCR 1, INCR of 1. Then value of A in main program before, I am writing before what? INCR 1 function. Then value of A in main program after INCR. After INCR function. Tell me, what is your answer? Come on, answer. Value of A. Come on. 10. INCR. INCR means it is going to this place, and then what is the value of A now? Come on. 11. Answer is now 10 and 11. This is what everybody will expect it. This is a wrong answer. This is a wrong answer. Whoever says all the answer correct time, you just make it one thing. It is wrong answer. No, it is a wrong answer. Then what will be, why sir wrong answer this is? Can you explain it? Now I am going to enter into the further. This is called, not only you, everybody will expect 10 and 11 only. That is natural. We are expecting it. But coming to the point. Once you say INCR, it will print 10, no doubt in that. Once you say INCR, it will go to this INCR, enter into inside the body. What a student is thinking A is equal to A plus 1 means it is taking the global variable, and you are thinking that whose value will be modified. And it is 11 is going to come. But it is quite opposite. Once they printed, when you say INCR, it will go to this place and looking for what? INCR1, A is equal to A plus 1 I am writing. Once you write A is equal to A plus 1, understand this point, student. In the function body, you are processing some logic keeping into A. That A is called what according to our concept? Local variable. So A is known as what? Local variable. When you are taking local variable is having one expression. A is equal to what here? A plus 1. That means when this is treated as a local variable, definitely this A is also treated as which variable? Local variable. When you are treating A is equal to A plus 1, definitely A must contain locally one value to be assigned or not. But that assignment is not there. That's why it will give you an error. What is that now? Unbound local error. Unbound local error, it will give you the answer. Unbound local error will be coming. Are you understanding the reason? Once again, when you say INCR, it will go to where? Function body, A is equal to A plus 1. Logic is executing and keeping into one variable. What that variable is called? Local variable, according to my concept. According to the concept which you read the notes. A is equal to A plus 1. What is this A plus 1? A is a local variable. Definitely right side is called what? A plus 1 is only there. Definitely when right side is A, local, right side A is also called local or not? So such a local variable when you are writing A is equal to A plus 1, definitely A must contain the value. A must contain the value. Such value is not assigned there. 1 or 2 or 3 or it is not assigned. It will give you what? Unbound local error. Generally, people will expect this variable only will be taken into consideration. It is impossible. See that answer now. Let us take it now. Global keyword example1.py. Global keyword example1.py. Now I am writing functions here. Global keyword example1.py. Coming to point back, execute this now. I'm going to say py. Now see this now. Read out the error. A local variable A unreferenced before assignment. You have to refer the value before. That means I'll go to my function. A is equal to what? 100 I am writing. What is that A is equal to 100? A local variable referencing. And incrementing A is equal to A plus 1. Which A is incremented? Local A. What is the value of incrementation? Locally it is incrementing, but this A remains what? Same only. When you say A is equal to A plus 1, after increment when I print A, will it print 1 not 1 not 10 now? So, coming to the point back. What is printed? 10 is printed. Koddi good alosinchedile 1 not 1. Think about it. Local variable is available only in which place? Same place only. But this is going to be the scope of this. And what is the value A printed here? 10. And when I say INCR locally it is incrementing, I am not returning that value. And I am printing that A. Which A value will be taken? Same 10 will be taken. So this is called which variable now? Local. But my interest is to modify which variable? Global variable I want to modify. That time what I will do is, in order to refer this A is equal to 10, my interest is not to be a local variable. My interest is to treat it as what? Global variable to refer. That's why I will use the keyword called what? Global A. Global A. Whenever I write the keyword global A, you are instructing the PVM. Please refer the global A variable value called 10. That time 10 is equal to 10 plus 1 and 11 is going to be modified here. Are you following? So what is the first value printed here? 10. First beginning, after 10th line, 11th line printed or not? After that, what are you saying? INCR1. Go to which place? INCR1. Global A means which value will be referred? 10 plus 1, 11 is going to be there. After that, it is coming back. What the value printed here? 11 is printed. Are you following me? Execute and see the answer now. What is this now? 10 and what? From now onwards, what did you understand? If we want to modify the global variable values inside the function body, you must write which keyword? Global keyword. Inkoka రాస్తాను ఇప్పుడు 11. Now, INCR2. INCR2. See, I explained now. Now you will say the wrong answer again. Value of A in main program after what? INCR2. INCR2. You will see again, you will say wrong answer. Compulsory you will say wrong answer. Call into student. DEF INCR2. If you don't answer, I cannot do anything else. A is equal to what? A into 2. A into 2. Before asking the original question, now I am asking. It's not my question, I am asking this question. Tell me, what is your answer? Come on, first. Answer. Huh? Answer is? Answer. I am calling INCR2. Answer is error. ఇప్పుడే కదా ఇది చెప్పింది. నేను ప్రిలిమినరీ క్వశ్చన్ లోనే మీరు పోతున్నారు. So error is coming. Unbound local error I said. So error is coming. 11, 12, 13 కాదు. Unbound local error. It is an error. Why? Our intention is to modify what value? Global. Now I am writing what? Global what? A. Then what is an answer now? Good Japan. This is my original question. Come on. Very good. That's the wrong answer. 22 is an answer. Migilin the kada. 20. What are you thinking? 10. 10 into 20 is this one. I already told you when it is incremented, what is the value of A? 11. 11 into 2, how much? 22 is an answer. Now tell you, I know that you will say 20 only. That's what I am asking. Right. So coming to the point of it, 10 after incrementation. Are you following me? What did you understand with this conclusion? When you want to modify the global variable value inside the function body, you must write compulsory which keyword? Global keyword. Otherwise, you will get what error? Unbound local error. Important concept. Next, one more example. Online students, did you understand? So coming to the point back, here I am going to say, now coming to the next global variable example. Come on, 2.py. Now take it. Now I am writing one example here. DEF update 1. Now I am writing, say something like pass. Coming to the main program. There I am talking. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 20. Here A and B are called global variables. Global variables they are called. Tell me now, I am calling what? Update 1. Now I am saying here main program or value of A value and B value and dot format of what? A comma B. Which one? This one. In main program. Before what? Update. Before update function. This is my status. Update 1. Before update 1. Update 1 I got it. Update 1. Tell me what should I do in update 1? Update 1. I want to increment value of A by 1, B by 2. What should I do? Global A comma B. That means I can write more than one variable also. Here you can write global A, global A. Here I want to increment 2 values so that I can say global A, global B. What I am doing? A is equal to A plus 1. B is equal to what? B plus 2. or b plus 1, no problem. 1, 1 I want to increment. Tell me this same thing after the a and b also I want to print. What are the values are printed here? 10, 20. What are the values printed here? 11 and 21 printed. Execute this code. Execute this code. Done. Go and see this now. Py having like this. Having what? 10 and 20. 11 and 21. Got it up? Online students. What is the keyword I am using here? When do you go for global variable? When you want to modify the value of global variable name, that time we'll go for which keyword? Global keyword. Okay. Can I ask one question now? Look at. Now I am going to ask one more question. And you will answer wrong, I know that. But I can't keep it quiet in asking that question. Global variable example 3.py. Now I am writing. Plain example I will take. Take care. Now I am taking C is equal to A plus 1. D is equal to B plus 1. B plus C is equal to A plus 1. D is equal to B plus 1. Print of in update function. In update function, in update one function, C is equal to and D is equal to dot format of C comma D. C comma D. Now I want to. Is it mandatory to write A is equal to A plus 1 or is it necessary to write global keyword or not necessary? Necessary. I am modifying the value of A. Global variable taking or not? Is it necessary to write global or not? But see the coding. Necessary or not necessary? Come on. Necessary. Necessary, raise the hands. Necessary, raise the hands. Malla idokati. Not necessary, raise the hands. Not necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, stand up. Why not necessary? Good. Who said necessary? Wrong answer, right imposition. Not necessary, correct answer. Good. Say the answer. Very good. We are not updating the global variable. But what are we doing? Good. Sit down. We are taking the value of A, we are incrementing that and we are keeping the result into some other variable. I am not modifying A value. I am taking the value, incrementing and I am keeping. I am accessing only. Like beginning global variable I accessed or not. I am accessing only. I am not keeping in A itself. If I write A is equal to A plus 1 now, that time I have to write what? Global. But I am writing C is equal to A plus 1 only. I am just accessing. No need to write which keyword? Global. If you want to print, you can print. See, here also 1020, here also 1020 will be printed. But C and D values are what? 11 and 21 is printed. Got it now? See that. Are you following, guys? Very much doubt about you. 1020 and here also 1020. What is that function name? 3 or 4 are they? Global keyword example 3. Not saved. Huh? Saved. So I will print it. Update 1. It's also function is there. Now try to, okay, got it. Now done it. Before the A, 1020. In update 1, C and D. And in main program, same values remaining. Following or not? Is it necessary to write global keyword here? Now I am writing. No need to write. No need to write. Which variable? Which keyword? Global keyword. Because we are not updating. We are not updating what values? Global variable. Global variables. Variables A and B. A and B. A and B values. We are not updating A and B value. Just we are accessing. Just we are accessing. And just we are accessing. For accessing is concerned, no need to write which keyword. Only for modification required global variable. Got it up? Is it understandable, students? Now I'll go to the further. So students in online, go to the global keyword. I will take it. Global keyword I will show you. So here you see functions I'll show. Global keyword I will show. So here try to get it. I'll put it here. There I'm going to write it under functions. See that. Open it. Try to follow me. Small concepts these are. When we want to modify the global variable values inside of function definition, then global variable names must be preceded with a global keyword. Otherwise, we get unbound local error. Local variable names referenced before assignment. I pasted that error. Are you following? Syntax: variable 1 is equal to value 1, variable 2 is equal to value 2, variable n is equal to value n. Variable 1, variable 2, variable n are called global variable names. So these are all global variables. DEF function 1, global, variable 1, variable 2, variable n, modification is done. Function 2, again I wrote a global variable, modify variable 1, variable 2, variable n. Again I modified it. Before that, what I written? Global variable. Did you understand this? This is about which keyword? Global keyword. Only for accessing, no need to write global keyword. When you are modifying that, we require global keyword. So let us go to the one more concept called globals function. I am going to talk. Globals function I am going to explain. It is also very important. Let me go for globals concept here. Important. Let me go to the another example. Follow me carefully. Program for demonstrating which function? Globals function. Program for demonstrating globals function. There I am taking easy program for demonstrating globals function. See that A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30, D is equal to 40. What are A, B, C, D? Right. A comma, B comma, C and D are called global variables. Okay. Done. Next, what I am doing? DEF. What I am saying now? Operations. Take care. X is equal to 100. Y is equal to 200. Z is equal to 300. And K is equal to 400. This is my data. What is X, Y, Z, K? Local variables. Here, X comma, Y comma, Z comma, K. Z comma, K are called what? Local variables. Got it down? Now, tell me students, RES is equal to X plus Y plus Z plus what? K. X plus Y plus Z plus K. X plus Y plus Z plus K. Print of what? Result is equal to what? RES, comma RES. There I am talking about main program. Tell me now, operations I am saying. Try to save this code, student. Try to go to the functions and try to save it. Say here, globals function example1.py. Globals function example1.py. Save it. Come out of that. Execute. Py. Globals function example 1000. X plus Y plus Z plus K is what? 1000. 100 plus 200 is 1000. Now I am writing plus A plus B plus C plus D. Do you need global keyword to be written here? Come on. No. Online students, not necessary now, not necessary now. Not necessary. No need to write it because we are just accessing. Along with that, what is happening? 10, 20, 30, 40 also added. What is an answer now? So 1100 is an answer. Okay now? So here the point is we are having global variables and then local variables are completely different. We are able to access, no issue. Understand? So here we are able to get it accessing care perfectly because local variables and global variables are completely different. No issue at all. No issue at all. Now I am going to start the actual concept. What I want to tell you. Copy this. I am writing there A and B and C and I am taking D. A comma A, B, C, D I am writing. What are A, B, C, D here? A comma B comma C comma D are called local variables. Tell me A comma B comma C plus D I am writing. So PVM gives the preference for what? Latest things only. What are the latest? These things only will be given latest. These things only will be given latest. A plus B plus C D are called what? Latest only will be taken. What is the result now? 100, 200, 300 and 400 only will be taken. RES is printed 1000. Following me? So global function example 2.py. .py. Coming to the point back. Execute this now. Py. So see this now. 1000. Are you able to follow? Done. Now my question is, I want to take this also. If I write here what? A plus B plus C plus D, if I write it, will they take again? Will the global variables will come? They won't come. So what is happening? Again, same values will be substituted. Same values will be substituted. 2000 will be coming. Are you following? If I take it as what? A1, B1 and then C1 and then D1, that time they are going to be differentiated. Other than that, they are treated as what? Local variables only given preference. Getting my point? So if I want to access them, we need to use what? Globals function. How you can access, students? I say globals function of, after writing that, you have to write this square bracket and you need to write a global variable name. Don't write like this. Globals of A you don't write. It should not be written like this. It is the wrong answer. Globals of you need to write what? A you need to write. That time what it is substituted? 10 will be substituted. 10 will be substituted. Plus I will write here what, one more time I will write. Globals of what? B. B. One more time I will write C. One more time I will write D. I will write it. Are you following? Now see. This is 1000 is printed. Globals of A, B, C, D will be printed that. Execute it. See, students. Answer is coming what? 1000. 1100 is coming. Are you following? What is this globals function is? It is used to access when the local variable names and what? Global variable names are same. What is taken? To take the global variable inside of what? Local variable. I must go for what? Globals function I need to take. Let me talk about in detail about what is this globals function. First of all, are you getting clarity here? Next, I will talk about one more example on this area. I'll take one more example on this area. Take out. So it's not necessary. I will take up to here. Up to here, or otherwise I'll take everything and I'll show you here. Follow me. And to show you in detail from the basic level. So here I am taking same ABCD are called what? Global variables. 3 dot I am taking. Inside of it I am taking into consideration. Getting my point? What should I do? DEF operations of taking now. What I am doing there? You call function name is called globals. In any program, if you want to get the global variables in any function, if you want to get the global variables list, call which function? Globals function. Globals function returns what? One dict object will return. Globals function will take list of global variables present in the program. List of global variables present in the program. Now I am getting globals of. Returns what? Dict object is coming. Dict object is coming. That dict object will contain what? Global variable name ఎలా వస్తుంది? Global variable name :10, B:20, C:30, D:40. What is this is called? Dictionary. Globals function retrieves all the global variable values which are present with me, plus it will give you implicit global variables also will come. Every program will give you what? Implicit global variables also will be coming. These implicit global variables, you need not to worry about it. I bother about only called what? Explicit global variable. Your current program global variables only I will bother about it. Let me print it first of all. Print of what? Type of what I will say? Dict obj I am writing. Dict obj I am writing it. Dict obj I am writing. Try to run this code. Save this code. 3.py. Try to execute. Py. So got it what type? Dict type I got it. Dict type. Finally, I am going to say what are the values present in that. What are the values present into where? Dict obj. Print those things. Dict obj. Now you try to execute. Try to execute. See that so many values are coming. In the sense, along with my global variable. Once again I am saying this is my program. In the program, what are there? A, B, C, D are called what? Global variables to my program. Implicitly, to the entire Python program, some implicit global variables are there provided by Python software itself. Python software itself. For example, you take it, your family members, your parents, and you are there. Your parents are called what? Global variables. And that related area, MLA is also called one global variable. MP of that area is also called one global variable. CM of that state is global variable. Prime Minister is called one global variable. And these are all, are you worrying about it? We are not worrying about it. We are worrying about our program related global variables. So I am going to take my conclusion. Dict obj of what? Dict obj globals of what I am taking. It will return my present program global variables plus implicit global variables also coming. That you try to see. Execute this now. See that it is going to print such a, first you see this bracket and you worry about these values only. Other things you don't worry. This A, B, C, D only you see. To print them in a little careful manner, I'll print it. What is this? Both programmer defined. Both the programmer defined and what? Implicit global variables. Variables. Come on here for global variable name, comma, global variable value in where? Dict obj dot items of print what here? \t. You just say some arrow, you say dot what, you know, format of what? GVN comma what? GVV. I wrote it. I just wrote it. You try to execute and print. Now I got it. Both programmer and implicit. These are all called what? Implicit. These are all implicit or not? And these are called what? Programmer defined. Are you following? These are all called programmer defined. Getting up? Now, Are we really interested in this kind of variables? No need. How do you get this kind of thing? If I take only two variables, you will get two variables only. Only two variables means two variables only. A, B, C, D, A, B are called what here? Global variables. Just try to run this. Only two variables will come. A and B only will come. How do you get my own variables? So just one line. So one line I will write it. Just one line I am writing. How do you get your own variables? For that, so I write it. Print of which variables I am taking? Programmer defined which variable? Global variables. Programmer defined global variables. First way I am showing way number 1. How do you print it? Come on, value of A. Value of A. How do you print it? Comma, comma. How do you print it? Dicto bj of what? A I will write it. A I will write it. Already we know in the dictionary part I told you. If you don't remember, read the notes. Value of B. B I wrote it. I wrote B. This is one thing. This is one way. See that multiple ways I'll show you. Execute. Try to run it. What I got it? 1020 got it. Next, I'll write one more way also. What is the another way I'll write? And if you know subject, you can use very easy. 2. What I will write? Dot what? Get of A. Get of A. Got it. What is this again now? Get of what? B. B I am writing. Also one more thing. You can also write second way. This is second way. Third way. Third way I am showing. What is the third way? Programmer defined global variable way 3. How do you write it? Directly I will call which function? Globals function I will call. Globals function returns what? Dictionary. Dot what? Get of A. Globals function of what I am writing? Globals function of what I am writing? Get of B. Also will give you. Here it is going to return dict. Dict. Already I wrote it dict. Globals function. Directly I am writing. This is a way 3. Way 3. Way 3 also I got it. Way 4. Way 4. So coming to the point back. Global programmer defined variable 4. Now I am writing of what I am writing now. Value of. మీతో మాట్లాడితే చాలా కష్టం అసలు. So I will go on speaking. By myself I will speak. If I speak to you now, I will get your knowledge. So like this. Globals of dictionary of what? A. Globals dictionary of what? B. This is a fourth way. So got it? Fourth way also. 4 ways I said. మీకు డౌట్ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ ఇవి ఏంటి సార్ ఇవి అని. ఇవి ఏం లేదు మన సబ్జెక్ట్ లో ఉన్న కాన్సెప్ట్స్. దీస్ ఆర్ వెరీ సింపుల్. గో టు ద డేటా టైప్స్. అండర్ దట్ డిక్ట్ డేటా టైప్, అండర్ దట్ predefined function, I'll go for it. There is a get function is there. Get function is there. This is the one. And or dictobj of what? Key. This is only I am using. This is already discussed long back. And that only I am using today. To become perfection in the coding, data types is mandatory. Data types is mandatory. Are you following me? Done. Coming back to this area now. Go to our example. Globals function example 1. Globals function example 2 you come. Start. How do you get these values? Directly I called, right or not? Globals of A, globals of B, globals of C, globals of D. Easy. When do you go for it? When local variables and global variables are same, I will go for which function? Globals function. If I want to modify the value of global variables, global keyword. Now, I hope clear? Doubt? Clear. So coming to the point back, here I am going to say, once we read the notes very well, This is not at all difficult for you. It's very dead easy. So go to the functions. Okay. Now see this now. Coming to this point, try to read out. Try to read out. When we come across same global variable names and a local variable names in the same function definition, then PVM gives preference for which variables? Local variables, but not for what? Global variables, but not for global variables. So when global variable, same global variable names and local variable names, same in where? Function definition. PVM gives preference for what? Local variables, but not for global variables. In this context, to extract or retrieve the global variable names along with the local variable names, we must use globals function. And it returns an object of dict. This dict object stores all global variable names as keys and global variable values as values of value. Syntax. Variable 1, value 1. Variable 2, value 2. Variable n, value n. Variable 1, variable n are called DEF, function name. Variable 1, value 1. Variable 2, value 2, 2. These are similar to the global variable only, but values are different or not. Variable n is equal to value n. Variable 1, variable 2, variable n are called what? Local variables. To extract the global variable names, which function? Globals. How we got it? Dict obj dot variable 1 or dict obj dot get of or globals of variable 1, globals dot get of variable 1. All four ways are written. Got it up? Same example is written here also. Way 1, way 2, way 3, way 4, all the ways. Everything is written. Got it? Difficult up? So, once we read carefully, it is going to be easy. See that now? Global variables, local variables, programming examples, global keyword, globals function, whose corresponding examples. Any difficult? No. So these are very frequently asked questions in interviews. And what you come across? Global variables, local variables for accessibility purpose. This is for what? Modification of global variables. This is for what? Locals and globals same. To access both of them at one context, I will use what? Globals. If you get confused and if you don't read the notes, and everything will become global only. Global means what? No answer will come. It's everything is global. Internationally will become. International means what? Only English, no subject. I hope you followed. Easier. So this is about which kind of concept? Global variables concept. Any doubt in regarding this? No. So what is the use of globals function? To when this situation you have to explain. This situation you have to explain. This situation you have to tell. When we come across global variable names, local variable names in same function definition, then PVM gives preference for what? But not given for global variables. This is comes under what? This is comes under what kind of preference we are using? Globals. And how I called it? How many number of ways we called it? We got the concept. Okay, now? So this is what? This short description about what? Indexes about what? Globals and everything is done. Okay, students? Now, after that, I would like to introduce some small additional concept today. Of course, it is not for further examples. This is important for me. That's what I am going to take up. This is related to what? Globals related concept. We got it. Now I am going to take up. Of course, might be I said in the class or not, I don't know. Even if you execute this example in PyCharm also, because you have a doubt about PyCharm, whether it is PyCharm will work or not. One example I'll show you, students, and I'll move forward. One example I'll show you. Let us watch this now. So go to the place and try to close this part, close this project and open 6 p.m. functions here. Try to take one thing, globals function. So globals function example 1.py. You try to paste this code, that entire code what you have, try to paste it here. This is my code and see this now, global variables having multiple ways of accessing. You try to run this now. So we got the same answer now. These are all called what? Implicit. Implicit. Some of them I will, once again this program will revise in the module level I am going to discuss. In modules, just remember this word, built-ins. What is the module name? Just remember this word. In one of the moment, I'll come back to this code and I will execute. What is this? Built-ins. What is the built-ins? Module. Is this module you defined or already defined? What is that module? Built-in module. Spell out. What is the name? So are you having difference between these two? What is this? What is built-ins? Module. What is this built-in? Predefined. What is the predefined implicit module here? Built-ins. Implicit predefined module is built-ins. You just try to remember. Okay. Further, later I will take care about other related things. So even I execute in Edit Plus, you can execute as it is in where? PyCharm also you can do it. Okay now? Shall I move forward? Now, next I am going to take up students. One small moment I am going to tell you. The thing is, how we used to read the earlier values in list. Earlier, how do you read the values in list? How do you read the values? LST is called what? Empty now. This is called what list? Empty list. Empty list. This is called empty list. I want to read the values for this empty list. Keyboard reading. I want to read the values from keyboard and I want to add it. So many examples also done. Tell me. Here I will say print, enter, or I can say directly. N is equal to int of, I'm saying input of, enter. How many values you want to enter? How many values you want in list? You want in a list. You want in list. Now I'm going to take up N is available here. If N less than or equal to 0, you'll say what? Invalid input. Invalid input. Already you know this. Invalid input. Dot format of what, students? N you will take. Now you are writing what? Else. Now you are writing else. Following me? Tell me, what should I do now? I want to read for I in a range of 1, n plus 1. I'll say value is equal to whatever it might be the value. Int of r. Directly you can add it. Input of enter. What is this now? Value I can say. And enter first value, second value like that. What is this now? I can say. Okay now? After the for loop is over, what I will print? Print of list of values. When it comes to the for loop or else block, when the for loop is completed. And after completion of it, I should say what? LST dot append of value. Append of value, correct? I say dot format of what? LST. LST I will take it. This is my given data. So this is the one which we wrote so many times in our loops. Now I am going to say read values dot what? Py. Read values example 1 dot py. This is the one which we have seen it already in our classes. Execute it. Go to the place, you try to execute. So see that how many values you want. 6 values I want. Enter the first value 10, 20, something like Raj, say something like 2.3, say something like HYD. Sixth value is called what do you know? Something like a 2 plus 3J. This is my data printed as it is or not? Because I did not convert into any format. It is just what? String only I took it. String only I took it now. Okay, students? Now, my point is, here I wrote it. Here I wrote it. Available. How many lines of code I wrote it? Almost 11 lines. Suppose you want to convert into integer or float, it is up to your chance. Let us go to this area. Try to understand. Now I'll run it this now. Enter how many values? 10, 100, 20.5, say something like 2.3, some 34. I got the values like this. How many lines of code I wrote? 11 lines I wrote it. Is there any concept in Python? Some advanced concept is there in Python. This is already we are safe. Already we did this example. This example, you can also do this by using a new concept I am going to tell you. List comprehension I am going to introduce. List comprehension I am going to introduce. List comprehension. How to write it in how to write it in few lines of code. How to write it in few lines of code. Just 2 lines I will write it. Just to see students. Just to see students. I am writing. I am just writing it. This I am not going to finalize now. This is only I am showing sample code I am showing. Here I am writing. I will remove completely. I am writing print enter list of values separated by what? Space. Separated by space. Separated by space. I'm just writing it. Don't worry about it. What I'm writing it here. What I'm writing least bother students. So for I'm writing something which I'll elaborate in next class. For input of dot what? Split off. Split off. Actually, we know split function also, but I don't want to make you to understand at this stage. Content of what? List is equal to comma what? LST. Just that's all. Over. Actually, strictly speaking, only one line. So here I will say read values to dot py. Read values to dot py. So here I'm going to say read values to dot py. See students, I'll write it 34, 45, 23.4, 67, 89.34, some 123, 56, 7.8. I just go on entering by separated by space. Now I got the data. Is it getting the data or not? Next, enter the values 12, 34.5, 6. Enter the enter key. Now I got the list of values or not? How many lines of code is written? Just 2 lines. This line is the main important. This line already you know. This line already you know. This line is only 1 line is written. So will you prefer this 11 lines of code? I don't prefer. I prefer to take only 1 line of code. This I'll elaborate in the next class. Because today's class, I have some small, because I forget. Actually, I want to continue this. I have some small work is there. Actually, I want to 7:30, 7:45. One of my old friend, my classmate is coming to Hyderabad from my native place. I have to receive him. That's why I'll stop the class. Actually, I'm remembering now. He called me. I remembered. Actually, morning he told me he's going to come. So I have to take him because he's a friend, not you like your friend. He's my friend of what 10th class friend is. 10th class friends are very heartful friends. Huh? These friends, these days friends are danger. You know that already. Students, don't worry. Tomorrow class, I'll go for which concept first? I'll go for what? Anonymous function I'll introduce. Plus this concept also I'll introduce. Both of them I'll cover in tomorrow class. Right? So Fine, students. Thank you. Don't feel that sir stopped at 20 minutes early. So actually, I also message is there, but anyhow, you still take some time train to take. I'll reach to that. Tomorrow class, don't miss it. Important. Later out, ఎందుకు let us know. Don't come late to the class, backside. I said so many times, I only stopped telling to you. You can come anytime like that, I left you. But still I am saying to you. Take care, students. All the best.